Well guys, it's time for another edition of Blue Jay Journal TV.
Megan and I will be your hosts for the next 10 minutes.
Today we're going to look at the importance of wearing a seatbelt, as well as a unique and historic Washington, Missouri landmark.
But first is a story about a topic that has many people at Washington High School talking.
I don't have a lot of time on my hands.
I go to the school events and activities that I can work into my schedule.
I go to football games sometimes, not really basketball games.
Today, teenagers are perceived to be the I don't care generation, but some individuals see it in a different perspective.
I think it's that they care and want to get involved in different things than, let's say, their parents or the generation before that.
The engagement has gone into other areas. So it's although I do believe that we have a portion of our school that's not engaged, we have a greater percentage of students that are very engaged in some activities that they really like, but they're not necessarily sports.
One of the rising issues at Washington High School is the lack of participation at sporting events.
No one wants to be a part of anything. No one's dedicated to try and come out support. There's a few people, obviously, that just want to be involved and do everything, but you have to have it from all 4 grade levels.
Attendance at games is like an ebb and flow type thing. For good or for bad, it depends on if the team's doing well or not. And I don't think that's necessarily the right way to approach it.
It's deflating having to go on out there and having 5 people show up. It's deflating to the entire team, being like, oh wow, no one wants to watch us play.
Especially being in a school sport, I've really learned it makes a big difference when people are there to cheer you on, and it makes it more fun for everyone there.
According to a recent survey of 117 Washington High School students, 33% said they would rather stay at home and watch Netflix instead of going to a school event.
Technology plays a way bigger part in our lives than it ever did. It's just completely different in how you can arrange your time or schedule things.
There's things now that draw more attention to it, like social media, busting each other's chops about things, from school to school even. That just draws more of an awareness to it.
Social media will last forever, but the chance to make high school memories is only a few short years.
You're missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is actually their only chance to experience high school.
What keeps the cows in? Defense, defense!
I just don't understand why more kids don't want to soak up as much as they can about it.
If you really don't care now, you're not going to care ever.
For Blue Jay Journal TV, this is Kate Freitag reporting.
I can't wait to get to school. No way. I failed? I can't show my family this grade.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, man? Did the teacher call my dad? I don't know how I can face him. My mom's gonna kill me. They'll remind me I'm a mistake. I can't take it anymore. I hate being called stupid. What's the point? Dad can fight the door handle, but I'm not letting him in. I gotta end it.
Elijah McClain's is an important part of Washington's history. After several years of being closed, it has recently reopened to the public. Let's learn more about it. Elijah McClain's is a beloved historical building right here in Washington, Missouri. It has recently been reopened to the public for many purposes.
I think its preservation is important. It's part of the identity of a community. It's so large and grandiose.
It feels like it's been sitting up there on the hill just empty forever, so it's really nice, a nice addition to the community to have it back available as a venue and restored.
I think it's fabulous that they've restored it and using it for our community.
It's amazing for the community that somebody's come in, renovated it, and reopened it back up for the public, because I think it's a very wonderful historic part of Washington.
After years of remodeling, Elijah's new owners have put a classy spin on the building.
I would say it's cozy, it takes you back historically, and it's very inviting and comfortable.
When you walk into the main dining area, there's huge, fabulous chandeliers, and it's really nicely done.
I'd been there as a kid when I was growing up, and it definitely was just as magical as when I was there as an adult.
The newly renovated Elijah's features tapas, wine tasting, brunch, and also serves as a wedding venue and future bed and breakfast.
Oh, it was very good. It was, it's small portions, but it's very tasty and nicely presented and creative.
The food at Elijah McClain's is delicious. The food was good, the ambiance was great.
I had the first wedding there at Elijah's after they opened. The venue was very romantic and fun, but also very classy at the same time. Yeah, I gave it 2 thumbs up.
After all the years and renovations, the town of Washington gets to enjoy Elijah's again. For more information, visit ElijahMcClains.com. This is Claire Ayers reporting.
We've heard it over and over again. Seatbelts save lives, but many people question this fact. We recently sat down with a few people who can say without a doubt that seatbelts are the reason they are still alive today.
I was wearing my seatbelt.
I always put on my seatbelt.
I got to the hospital, they cut my clothes off me. The police officer asked me if you were wearing your seatbelt. So I just pulled my shirt down and there was a red stripe across my chest like this. And he looked at it and he goes, "Yes, you are."
There are over 6 million car crashes in the U.S. per year, killing 32,999 people. In over half of these deaths, seatbelts were not used. Several drivers know just how important wearing a seatbelt is. It saved their life.
We came up on a turn that wasn't really visible, and we started fishtailing, and we started going through the grass, and we were going towards trees and telephone poles and a bunch of different things. And next thing we know, we are flipping into a creek.
I was going around a turn, turned my wheels, but my truck didn't turn. It just kept on going straight. And right away, I saw that I was heading for the tree. And then for a split millisecond, I thought, no, this couldn't be happening to me. This only happens in movies. It's not possible to be happening to me. And then I clicked into reality and saw that I was already off the road and about a second away from hitting the tree. So I just closed my eyes and basically prayed for the best.
It appeared to get in the middle turning lane, but at the last second, it just kept coming. And by the time I realized it, smash, it was over.
Thankfully, Jessica, Danielle, and Kurt were all wearing their seatbelt. They have some advice for others not taking the same precautions.
There's really no reason not to. It's a simple thing. It's just a click.
Please, please, please wear your seatbelt because it will save your life like it did mine.
For Blue Jay Journal TV, I am Caden Meyer reporting.
I saw a man shaving his face.
Same. Full-on shaving. With shaving cream.
Netflix. They were watching Netflix.
There was a woman painting her toenails. I look over and this guy's putting on his tennis shoes.
People do a lot of stupid things when they're driving.
My family and I saw a woman taking curlers out of her hair and then doing full-on makeup.
I saw this guy eating cereal from a bowl with milk.
This guy was driving with his knee while drinking coffee. People think we can't see them, but we do.
It's hilly where I live, and I saw someone passing the double yellow line, and they almost hit someone head on.
I watched a guy do a burnout in front of a police officer and act like nothing even happened.
I've watched someone run a red light, not even worried about possibly hitting somebody.
Just because you're in a car doesn't mean people can't see you.
I really don't want to be on the road with someone who's not paying attention.
I don't want to be a statistic because you couldn't focus on the road. Please just focus on driving.
The only thing a driver should be doing while driving is driving.
Everything else can wait.
We're glad you joined us for this edition of Blue Jay Journal TV.
Don't forget to visit us at www.bluejayjournal.com.
Have a great day, Washington!